Disciplined recon rover. Alright, if I get much longer on this, I'd have to cut this video as well, like I should end up doing with the last one. Give me a sec. Just planning out some of the moves with the rovers. Excuse me.
Terraform complete.
And this there. This there's no way this base produces another rover in a useful amount of time. So I'm going to switch to laser squads, more long-term investment. Actually, support from here. It says no minerals, so chance it doesn't finish immediately, but it will when it grows. You know what? Have this one actually go to support from moderates anyways. That way it'll definitely grow. Don't mind the laser squad stagnating a little. That depends on probe actions. Right to then. HQ might get recon rover in time though. As long as I don't give it too many more units of support. Getting very close to what's to come. But yeah. So got this probe team. Costs 27. Infantry base costs 18. So I can make a less mobile probe team that costs less if I wish. Good for defending bases against enemy probes. Be interesting to see later if there's armor, but maybe probe teams here because the command center gives ground units 2 morale upgrades. I can only assume, since I've seen it work on formers and such before, that it works in probe teams as well. And not only that, but if I keep doing units that require support, I'll keep hurting the mineral production of world health, and then I'll get less and less mileage out of the command center. So, a few veteran rovers, but from here on it's going to be a lot more probe teams probably. Not actually. Next up, our probe team at headquarters, because it's got the mobility of a rover, doesn't need to stop here. Time's getting short, and I really need to steal techs and get intel on the Spartan territory. So bases further back are perfect for it, in a way, or that have hardly any minerals to spare. So, you know, they can still keep producing something. And periodically, you know, get to the end of a queue and can rush. More build queues means more efficient use of energy and rushing. So, probe teams everywhere. However, it's about to grow. Let's see if Recon rover makes it. Nope, does not. Got this far. Or only that far. So I'm going to do this. It's going to cut into the laser squad production, if I'm not mistaken, but the base is about to grow, so go back to neutral. I'm working since it produces minerals, which I probably will. 2-1 right there. Or there, actually, same thing. Except this has less competition, so yeah, it'll work the sense array. And hopefully this doesn't cause the units just one units to disband or some nonsense. I can still take advantage of plan to rush some things next turn that might not complete, but they'll still have the advantage of being a row further in some cases. One of those is this. That will mean, well, I'll rush this for sure, and then when it was planned, it'll be back down to actually having one row. It would have been back down to only having one row complete, but I've rushed. Anyways, this mineral would have cost 3 energy, so. Well, why am I still defending this? It's not adjacent to fungus anymore because of the growth. Just noticed that. Oopsie daisy. And that was a failed move. Darn. Keep rushing it south. Shoot, I'm gonna have to cut this. I keep having to cut these. Well, I guess it does make some of the stuff where I get talking politics and stuff every other video, so less irritating for those of you who don't like it. There's a silver lining to everything if you look at it the right way. What else do I have to move? Oh, yes, this. scans misinforming me about the nearest base, that being Defense Command. I just finished the condenser, not planetary trust, but whatever. It's implying there's changes in rainfall all the way out here from the condenser here. Which I don't see any. Pretty sure condensers Wi-Fi tiles right adjacent to them. So, cool. Area that'll eventually get overgrown. Rocky moist tile. Could eventually flatten and do a condenser for rolling. Whatever. And people like to mine rocky tiles, but in the longest run, it's better to condenser them just for more pops into more satellites. Even before then, specialists, when you get engineers, start to exceed the mines, and minerals obviously cause eco damage. Condenser farms actually cause less eco damage, and allow you to work maybe more forests or more specialists. There's a lot of reasons I prefer it if you're not desperate for minerals. You want to get minerals from boreholes anyways. Right. Enhance that rover. Can load it right back up to the transport. Get the heck out of Dodge. Sorry that so often I end up doing these videos so slow I end up and long that I end up having to cut them in half, but I guess it's more efficient in a way. And I get rolling on a single session. I might get more done this way. I'd have to look at how much time I actually spend doing the cutting. It's not long to cut a video in two and find a good point for it. Makes me a bit, forces me to go back and watch stuff anyway, so I get a bit more familiar with what I did right and wrong in a video, which is probably a good thing. Cool. Get the rover in base where it can't suffer cloud damage, where it's closer to the front, down south. I also need to get the transport down there soon. Once I start saying probe teams in the Spartan territory, I really risk them declaring war on me. And power to them. I'll make them pay. Been preparing for this war for a long, long time. Oh, I don't need that scout patrol on board the ship. That would be bad. Sort of bad. Cargo space too. I could send a scout patrol to explore that island for unipods, actually. It's not a bad idea. Wasn't thinking of it, but I have an excess patrol. More than what I need just to defend stuff. Mount command pumping these out. Yeah, not a terrible idea. Send the hardened scout patrol overseas. It's more good to survive long enough to be useful. If I lose this one, I'll Defense command. Or is it skim ship? Well, skim ship a little faster. We're just losing the mound command 1. But now I fight my navy, and I try and invest a little in my navy here. It's a risk. I'll lose the ship with the scout on board, but hey, them's the break sometimes. It's pretty much the worst, cheapest possible unit I could risk, so. The odds of getting tapped out of the deep at any given point are pretty low as well. I can pick up this pod next turn. It's a little frustrating not knowing what tiles are explored or not. Looks like it filled in all this ocean. I don't think I saw it all, but not this part. Ooh, nutrient resources. This is next here. So if the transport foil ends up staying off an Isle of the Deep, which can happen, you move into a pod tile, and it's actually an Isle of the Deep. It's not a pod. Well, there's a combat unit nearby to move in and defend the foil. At least it's a combat unit. Non-combat units are even weaker inside combat, or any combat. Of course, the laser skim ship will probably end up dead, but it would give the foil time to potentially at least get its scout patrol ashore. If it just moved east before probably being sunk as well. Yeah, my navy is inexperienced and weak, but I'm working on it. Over time, the skim ships will gain experience from fighting and sometimes dying and sometimes winning when they manage to get the attack on Isles of the Deep especially. Best mark this is defender to make sure it's the one selected and not the rover, which is more valuable. Let's skip a turn, otherwise the scout patrol load on if I try sentry onto transport. Don't know why sentry and load transport are always the same button. Civ games, it's annoying. What? It was the rover that was loaded? Shoot, I thought it was the former. I don't think I saved recently enough. Wow. Hmm. It's going to improve to the north there. Suppose I could try raising elevation here. It might cause the river to change course, though. No longer run through planetary trust. Or it doesn't run through, does it? No, it does. It wouldn't, probably. Sheza. That's all I can say. Could do a condenser on this rolling rain tile. Improve the farm yields for mound command. We're doing on this flat and moist condenser. Chance it might be overgrown. Yeah, it's dumb. Condenser and then a farm there. So mound command can actually grow. And then maybe I can do a farm solar panel on top of this mound. Next mound command because energy. Eventually I'll need to run some psych there. A sec. Yeah, I'm gonna get to work on that. See before I make any other scripts. Because the alternative would be a farm mine. That'd be a 11. The movement really 12 form returns for 1 mineral. We could do condenser. That's 11. Sorry, not 3 and 6. Sorry, it's 9 form returns. 10 for one mineral, or I could do 11 for the farm condenser, 12. And after a delay of 16, so 28 turns, get 2 minerals. And some energy, and then eventually another. It's a longer term investment. I'll eventually benefit the 2 near ring tiles, which 1636, 23, 18. Interesting. Yeah, one, it's a good spot for a solar panel. The other probably eventually be a farm mine for defense command. Because of the importance of a strong navy. Unless, yeah. Gotta get my navy online and grab pods first. It's probably more important than grabbing pods out at sea than growing the base a little. Alright, this wasn't all bad. Spread these out so they no collateral damage. That one. In hopes maybe mine worm. Didn't happen though. Consider doing out here. Actually, that would have been smarter. Because if my worm did spawn, I want to somehow, if I lost to it, have it go attack over here. I defend those formers, but still best not to risk it. Anyways. Skip turn this. Unless it's nothing I can't upgrade to anyways. Alright, and this skim ship. Skirt around the back of this aisle. Ooh, a pod. Let's find out what it is. Open doors, win fabulous prizes.
Indigenous life form.
Why did that? This thing should have had an extra move. Why did it lose? Should have had it. I mean, 1, 2, 3. It should have had one more move to, you know, potentially attack this thing. Darn it. Well, there goes that skim ship. And there'll be mine worms probably on shore soon. Fabulous prizes. Fabulous. Alright. Boom. Boom. Looking for unipods. Keep the scout patrol a little further from the fungus for now. Isn't this way? We should support the other. See any rover? Keep on top of the mesa to be away from the fungus. Well, could they get the drop on mineworms that way? Is this one here so we could see that tile? In case there was a pod there, want to know as soon as possible. And heck, the rovers need combat experience, so you have to risk some stuff to win some stuff. Start the mic bump. Into the fungus. And it opens back up. Nice. This unit survives. Might find a pod over there or something, maybe. Got a former here. Cancer farm all done. Space is growing at pace, of course. Won't grow this quickly because planned will be swapped off of. So instead of 9 to grow, it'll be 9 plus 6, 15. Gets 4 food a turn. So I might need to do this eventually. It's going to start probe team, but I have no minerals to spare. Ooh. What? It says no minerals, but does it show it going -1? Oh. That could be a problem. I don't know what this will do. Let's finish this stupid rover. I can always reassign to a different place. Ah, sorry. I won't be able to get this probe team done at all through rushing after I've cleared a couple fours. Which is a valid thing, I suppose. There's nothing defending this stack. So I should probably stay away from the fungus. Don't want to set up a condenser farm. Probably. Especially here where the rainfall is useful in a couple places. I can swing here and do a farm mine if I want.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
Sorry, did I say condenser farm? Set up a condenser forest and then condenser farm after. Tile over here. And you can see the outline of that. Or farm mine, since it'll be rainy at that point. Because minerals. Minerals. The lane they need for gene splicing as long as possible. Alright, well, quick. Once over, I'll do this off camera. Alright, just, it's also quicker to cut the video. The shorter it is, longer videos actually take longer to process to cut into. Alright, I want to make sure it's still 7 units supported monitoring agency next turn. The stuff at World Health, Border Agency, and Civil Rights with growth. See exactly how much overflow there is at Civil Rights, if it's 1 or more. See if this has 5 or 6. Oh, forest expands. Oh, that almost won. But of course it didn't.
Production complete. Production complete.
I'll take the mineral over the nutrient. Wait, why is food production so low? Oh, borehole and we need to work this to have decent rate of come back to it.
Production complete.
Doesn't get the yield immediately. Alright. Well.
Production complete. Golden Age begun.
Size 3. Woo.
Production complete.
Okay, they got 5. Not. They're up to 5 nutrients, not what was it, 6? Yeah, did I want to run a specialist here? 17 plus 29. No, probably not. It's about to get 2 more. 29 scroll, it'll be press 9. A turn. This number lies because I won't be in planned. 17 plus 8. Or I'm not 8 plus 12. 29, be 9. Yeah, I should have run a technician. Not where I would like to force growth. There. Give me a sec. Yep, I was looking at World Food Program and it's kind of a wash. Could have run a technician and got 3 more economy points, but 1 less mineral and nutrient that won't matter either way, because how the growth's going to work out. But if I rush this in 2 turns, and I've dropped plan by then, the mineral saves. The mineral saved would have cost. The mineral I have would have cost 3 energy to replace rushing. So it's all the same, really, except that I have a little more nutrient and storage in case something really bad happens, like a massive, well, not massive, but a mine worm attack that forces me to, I don't know, abandon work on, maybe not, but if a mine worm came out and bought the condenser, I couldn't drive it out, maybe. Something unexpected. Or there are random events like famines, so it's good to have food in store is the point. Or Planet Blake, since I don't have a biology lab yet. That is -1 nutrient output to all tiles. Could be really bad. Slow this base to 2 nutrient surplus. Keep growing though. So yeah. Focused. It's a wash most situations, and a few it's actually beneficial. I did. Get very fixed on a certain strategy, and there's things that become blind to. So that happens, I guess.
Terraform complete.
Let's get that condenser done. But yeah, now force expand. Here, next to Hydrology Council, near Monitoring Agency. Rolling rain tiles, so I'll definitely dig it out. But it's a free 5 minerals. Or no, was that? Because I was talking about whether to farm there or... No, actually, that one was already forested. Where did it grow? Up here? I don't know. It grew somewhere. Forest growth is generally a good thing because it's your tile won't work as a forester, clear and get the 5 minerals from clearing it. HQ is starting a probe team. Probe teams don't cost support, so at least they'll stop killing my mineral production. Can use them for a lot of things. I have 10 of maybe 40, so it's 38 nutrients to go here. Interesting. Yeah, and I was doing a condenser here, so this should be a mine. Alrighty then. I have hardly any forests around World Food Program. Didn't I have a transport around here somewhere? I sworn I did. Oh, maybe it went all the way over there. That's right. So we kind of have some use in dealing with mine worms. At this point, this base has enough nutrients to grow all the way to its max size, and even one excess. So I should probably focus on forests now for minerals, cheap minerals. Can't highlight a tile when I have. Could move this former east plant of forest, but it'd be danger for mine worms for a turn. Forest here would also start expanding into all this arid terrain. Not a terrible thing. Oh, elevation 2,000 next to 3,000. I could do an echelon mirror. Then when I get a base, that tile will be a solar collector worth 5 energy. Nice. Amusing, but I gotta produce nutrients first and clear this fungus and force will help with that. Alright, I suppose I can take the smallest risks. How deepest damage is that? Reduces mobility? I don't know. It's possible. Can move through fungus, sea fungus, ignoring it. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a mine worm here. Could be not long at all until I come under attack. It is forest time. Need the forest to grow to help supplant the fungus, xenofungus. Can't really afford enough farmers to clear it efficiently otherwise. Condenser here. Definitely need the nutrients. I'll make a couple rolling rolling rainy tiles. 3 in fact around it. All of which can be farm mines. If I don't need the nutrients or want the minerals right away. And failure to move. Oh well. Scout Patrol move next turn. Unless... use the transport. Is that not... Darn it. Can it not interact with the... Guess I could have used the third of a movement to do it. Turn aware.
Turn complete.
Oh, that was before the end turn. Not repeating that. Oh well. Oh, whatever. I actually needed to transport the front anyhow. And the recon rover. The transport. Load up the rover and south we go. Give a little boost to the rover. Moving along. Probably massively overestimating the AI. Spartans with the amount of military readiness I'm maintaining against them. But it doesn't hurt to be somewhat cautious, I suppose. That condenser is just for chopping and eventually a forced condenser. Actually get started on the farm to the south of Forest Agency immediately. It'll be 11, so 4 turns till the base grows. I'm gonna rush the probe team. I should probably do a farm first, then condenser. So I'll get the minerals for the probe team as soon as possible, since this former is a turn behind the other. Alright. This rover I'll undertake its pilgrimage of sorts. To the monolith. Oh yeah, if I rush this, though, it's gonna still be 2 mineral rows. Oh, I know. This is a good place for a slow probe team. Why is that slot number 64 instead of 8? That's weird. Let's put it here. I don't know why it was doing weirdness. Probably because I renamed it. It's probably silly, but there we go. Slow probe team. Still has its uses, especially if I say bring a transport near a base. Spartans are experiencing drone riots? What? But they have extra police rating. It's only +1, I suppose. Use 2 military units as police. They should have 3. They must not have literally no rec commons, nothing to improve happiness there. Not be running psych. Maybe they're feeling the pressure to try and stay ahead of me in military strength. It's starting to strain them. Maybe. Authorization now as a drone. No more golden age. Very slow pop growth from here on out. Should just go heavy on the minerals. Probably do a farm mine eventually. And sooner or later there'll be a fungal bloom. Odds will go up possibly with each tech I discover, for what it's worth. It's multiplying eco damage. Anyhow, not much I can do unless I want to run a bunch of. Or run one doctor, it still wouldn't be enough. Be no drones, but it wouldn't be majority talents, so. Yep. Well. Keep growing. Size 9, I'll have 4 talents, 2 workers, 3 drones. If I want, it's a huge investment, but I could do a colony pod to get to size 10 without a hab complex. some people consider an exploit, but considering how insanely expensive that is I doubt it. It's not cost effective anyhow. I shouldn't do that. I should just build new bases further east, expand my territory. Also, that's one of the things that you spam. If you're doing that, you probably were giving up on, expanding out and grabbing territory. People forget, locking down territories so the AI can't grab it and can't enter it with scouts and getting the best resources first, the best city spots first, and then, it depends on a lot of things, including how big your military is to deal with drones, how much you can allocate to that versus needing to put on a border. Parade grounds isn't drone right. The Spartans will have no choice but to run a doctor, I guess, unless they're dumb. If they don't do it, the base will defect to another faction, quite possibly mine. Be funny if it was some faction I had no contact with. Like, suddenly it's a believer base. But it's unexpected and maybe positive. I can also set off drone riots with probe teams. Something people say the only thing to do is probe teams is infiltrate and steal techs, but you can start drone riots, you can sabotage tech progress. There's a lot of things you can do. Might not be as cost effective, but considering probe teams don't cost support, if you got high probe rating, it's quite. I think too many people just plays the university who have sucky probes. Too expensive for them. Civil Rights builds recon rover. Of course, I'll find out. I don't have any experience really at all with probe teams. Just know some of what you can do with them. I think I've had some of this done to me before, so. Cool. Laser squad's a low priority. So I'm gonna swap World Health Organization to support for sure the rover that was it. Civil rights support the WHO rover. It does look like it's still 7. So it just took one of the stored minerals off the laser squad there. Could mix this in from time to time. Try down stored minerals. Build stored minerals. Let's see.
Request confirmation.
Hurry before I switch out of planned. Get that. I can wait. It's not a huge hurry. Can probably wait too.
Request confirmation.
This now won't be done, but it's a little cheaper to. It's based on how many minerals left, not how many you have, what the costs are. So, like you've noticed before, it's always 7 minerals for 16 energy credits. So the costs here are increased too. It'll still be done in 1 turn. Just less overflow into the former. Here I'm just spamming rovers right up at the border. Cool. Border agency is in the golden age now, thanks to growing. I want that farm finished. Pressing W to skip around until it decides. There we go. It's farm time. Wait a second. How'd this... Oh yeah, because it had one mineral last turn. Alright, I don't see anything more. I don't want to rush. So it is definitely time to go out of planned. Back to simple economics. People cost 24 credits, but I bring around 28 more energy a turn. 14 to econ, 14 to labs. Reap the benefits of the growth. Because it was hurrying some production queues as well, it was slightly cheaper than running Democratic for a turn. But that's very much enough of that. And I'm down to 97 energy. So much for having tons to upgrade units. Nowhere else remotely near growing. 79 turns to grow. WHO, this is practically just a buffer against famines. A little more.
Request confirmation.
Hurry yet again. Things drop down.
Request confirmation.
Here we go, 89 energy and storage. And I'm exhausted. This is 2 hours 31 minutes, so this will be 2 hour 15-minute-ish videos, already pretty long. Yeah. Hope you folks enjoyed the video. This next turn, let's see what lies in this alien pod. Till then, take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. Oh, I think I forgot to say. I hit the wrong button there. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. And may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. This is Northstar. Adieu.